What's the most entitled behavior you've ever witnessed? My neighbor decided my garden was actually his property line. Last month, I spent 3 weekends planting tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and herbs along our shared fence. Beautiful raised cedar beds that cost me $400. Really proud of the work. This morning, I'm having coffee on my back porch and see movement outside. I look closer and catch him picking my tomatoes with a large wicker basket, just casually harvesting like it's his own yard. I run outside still in my pajamas and slippers. Hey, those are mine. He doesn't even look embarrassed or surprised, just keeps picking the ripe ones. These are on my side of the fence, so they're mine now. I point to where I planted them, clearly 2 full feet inside my yard from the fence line. No, they're absolutely not. I can show you the original property markers if you want. He straightens up slowly, basket already half full of my vegetables. Listen, kid, I've lived in this house for 15 years. I know exactly where my property ends and yours begins. The sheer audacity of this guy. He's literally holding my tomatoes that I grew from seeds while claiming legal ownership. I run back inside and grab my phone to show him the official survey map from when I bought the house last year. See this detailed line right here? Your property stops exactly at these fence posts. My garden beds are clearly planted on my side. He barely glances at my phone screen before waving it away dismissively. That's old information from years ago. Property lines change over time with use and maintenance. They absolutely don't just randomly change without proper legal documentation and county approval. Well, mine definitely did. I've been maintaining this entire garden area for years now. That makes it legally mine through adverse possession. That's when I noticed something really suspicious. He's standing directly in front of a small white surveyor post that looked way too clean and new compared to the weathered wooden fence and old metal markers. Wait a minute, did you actually move the property marker? His face immediately goes bright red and he starts stammering nervously. I just improved it recently. The old rusty one was falling down and barely visible to anyone. I walk closer and examine the post more carefully. The ground around it is loose, freshly packed dirt with obvious tool marks. Then I spot something telling about 3 feet away. There's a small circular hole in the ground where something metal used to be planted permanently. You literally moved the official marker 3 feet into my yard to steal my garden space. That's completely ridiculous and you can't prove anything like that. So I call the city planning office right there, putting my phone on speaker so he can hear everything. The clerk confirms the original survey coordinates from county records and explains that moving established boundary markers without proper permits is actually a serious criminal offense. Someone will definitely need to come out and verify the correct boundary location with equipment. My neighbor's face is getting redder by the minute as he realizes he's in trouble. This is pure harassment over some stupid vegetables that don't matter. Stupid vegetables that you were actively stealing from my legally owned property. The city inspector arrived exactly 2 hours later with professional metal detection equipment and measuring tools. Not only had this entitled guy moved my front yard marker, but they discovered he'd also quietly shifted his back fence posts 6 inches into his rear neighbor's property to illegally expand his deck area for summer parties. The inspector measured everything precisely and confirmed he'd illegally claimed about 50 square feet total from 2 different unsuspecting neighbors over several years. The financial penalties were absolutely brutal, $2,000 in fines, plus he had to pay for professional surveying to restore all original boundaries to legal specifications. But the best part of this whole situation was the judge's ruling. He was legally required to replant my entire garden at his own expense and couldn't touch any of the vegetables until they were fully mature as compensation for the theft and property damage.